Hello everyone and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Gavin Hatch. This week we'll be over at the Universal Studios Florida looking at some progress around the park on different construction that's been going on rides, as well as Halloween Horror Nights that's coming up in September. But let's start talking about the resort itself. The resort got a new logo recently, and it is slowly being phased into different marketing and different areas of the park. So this is the new logo right here, and I love it. It is, at first I was kind of standoffish, but now I really have grown to like it. It's very sleek, and I like how now all the parks and resorts worldwide, in Hollywood, Beijing, well, the future park, Beijing, Japan, Singapore, all those parks are now kind of coming together. The whole company is going with the same sleek look here for the Universal brand. So I really do enjoy this. This is a look at the Universal Studios Hollywood logo. As you can see, again, they look very similar, but it is just a better updated look, that is for sure. Coming into the park, the Shrek attraction is at a 45-minute wait. Now, the park has not been that busy this summer. The reason why this is a 45-minute wait is because Shrek utilizes two theaters to keep the lines moving, and only one theater has been operational this summer because in the summer they used the second theater to build one of the haunted houses for Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, last year it was used for the 3D house, the Alice house, and this year we don't know what it's going to be used for yet, but it will be a house once again. And so right now they have been constructing one of those haunted houses in the second theater of the Shrek 4D attraction, which means that they're running at half capacity, which explains a 45-minute wait when the rest of the park is definitely not seeing these types of crowds, even though they do have some long lines. But this is Shrek, so it is surprising to see something like this at Shrek. Now, it's been a while since we went over to the future site of Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon to see the progress of that building, and there has been a lot of progress, that is for sure. The outside has definitely had some extensions, so the building has gotten bigger. There's definitely more square footage now on this building and the soundstage itself. A lot of space has been added in the back of house or backstage areas where guests really can't go, so it's even bigger back there, but I can't show you that unfortunately. But from guest areas, you can see that it's also been extended. Where there used to be restrooms, that's been knocked out, and that wall has been extended out here. And there's some unusual weird colors going on here. There's like a bright blue color going on, like a baby blue, and then there's also the steelwork that's been painted white. So I'm not sure if that's actually paint or if that is just primer or some sort of sealant or something that's going to help with the progress of the construction here, but it's definitely coming together, and I'm hoping this opens up in spring of 2017 and not for summer, because there needs to be something earlier in the year. That way you have crowds also paying attention to, of course, Volcano Bay that's set to open up June 1st. So there's a lot going on at the beginning of next year, in the middle of next year here at Universal. This is looking to be really cool. Again, no details have really been released yet on this. No ride footage, no ride vehicle information, so we don't know if it's going to be just a 3D attraction or if it's going to be actual ride vehicles. None of that stuff has been released just yet. Now, if you're familiar with 30 Rock in New York City, which is the headquarters for NBC and NBC Universal, the front here, the facade kind of resembles that, even though there's no actual drywall on this yet, and it's just still steel structures, but it kind of looks like the entrance to the studios at 30 Rock for NBC and the Rainbow Room, which is a restaurant at the top of the building. So I kind of think this might be the setting for that attraction. I think it would fit very well here in the streets of New York, that is for sure. And I was telling Patrick the other day, I think that'd be neat if that is the place, if they're going to use the setting as 30 Rock. I think it would be cool to have the team members there be pages, and pages are people that work around, they're kind of like interns. They're learning the business, and they are working for NBC, and they help with, filling the studio audience and helping with the stars that are there, and just all around. So they're kind of like the workers of that building. So I think it'd be really cool to have them there because they have really cute costumes. But we'll see. Again, no details have been released just yet, but of course people are ready for that information to come out because this is going to be opening up before we know it. Now, this past week, a lot of progress happened over at the Fast and Furious Supercharged attraction, which is set to now open in 2018. This is, as you can see, some structure has gone up, the steel structures for the exterior of the building, the walls. Not all of it, but a majority of it is up now, and it looks to be huge. It's just really dominating the skyline back here. So when you're walking by, you really do see this, and it's non-stop construction, 24 hours a day back there. So they are working hard and going around the clock to get this attraction put up quickly, even though it's not coming until 2018, but that just tells you that they're putting a lot of details into it probably, and it's going to be huge. So it's going to be worth the wait, again, because we have 2 big things opening next year to kind of hold us over until this attraction opens up. So I'm looking forward to it in 2018. I'm okay with that pushback. I think it was a smart decision to do that, and you can just see that it's really coming along quickly, and that just tells you that we've still got more than a year away for this to open up, so there's going to be a lot of detail in this attraction, I feel. Now, I'm not sure if this will be the entrance to the attraction like it was for Earthquake and Disaster Studios, but over here there hasn't been a lot of change to the building itself. So it's more of like the infrastructure of the building that's being done, but out here there's really no changes just yet. It still looks like how it did when it was Disaster and Earthquake. But of course, I'm sure this will change probably by the end of this year or next year sometime. Now, walking through the park, I noticed that they are still casting for Fear Factor Live, which means that show is still going on daily. But if you're a fan of this, I would see it quickly because it's going to go away for a while. As you know, Halloween Horror Nights does make this attraction go dark because the stadium is used for Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure, which is a fantastic show at Halloween Horror Nights. But they do have to shut this down probably, I'd say, a month before the event starts because they have to build the set, they have to get the actors in there to go ahead and have space to rehearse in, and Fear Factor Live is great, but it does go dark until November. So if you are going to be coming to the park soon on vacation, I hope it's open for you, and if you're a fan of it, go see it before it goes dark until November. Now on the other side of that bridge, not very far away from Fear Factor Live, is this new, I'm pretty sure it's going to be CocaCola, as you can tell by the artwork on the construction walls here, a new CocaCola type of experience. I'm not sure if it's going to be a little store or if it's just going to be a refreshment area where you can walk in and kind of cool off, where they have like misters like they did before, but they totally tore down what they used to have here, which was just some Coke machines with an animatronic alien that themed in very well with Men in Black, but they tore that down. And so this is going to be something completely new that is integrated with Coca-Cola branding. And as you can see, it's right across from where they have one of the freestyle machines. So I wonder if they're going to put freestyle machines in here and make it, designed very well for its good traffic flow or guest flow, so lines aren't long for those machines, because this one does get pretty backed up here in front of Men in Black Alien Attack. And you can tell by even though it's kind of covered up, you can tell by the design of the building, the roof, it's slanted, so it's still kind of going with that artistic style that they use for Men in Black's building. So it's going to be tied into that still. It's not going to be its own thing. So I'm excited to see what they do with this, because I love Coca-Cola, and anything Coca-Cola is going to be cool in the parks. For those of you that have those Coca-Cola Freestyle Machine cups, those are really a great deal, and at the Freestyle Machines they have, for limited time, the Gamma Green Limeade Punch that is themed to the new Hulk attraction reopening. Over by the Animal Actors Stadium, they have this photo booth here for the Secret Life of Pets. You can get inside the photo booth and just take a picture and digitally animate a character from the movie in the picture with you, and then you can email it to yourself or post it on social media for free. Now over by Cafe La Bamba and the Pantages Theatre, we have this stage that was put up recently, like last week, and this is going to be used, hopefully, for Halloween Horror Nights this year. It looks like it's going to be. They used it last year for the Jack Show, which was very successful, and it worked. The show it didn't seem like they had problems with guest flow and guest safety, so I think they're going to do this again and have another live show out here. And they utilize this stage as well. Before Halloween Horror Nights, they use it for Rock the Universe, which is a 2-night Christian rock band event that is required with separate admission, so you cannot just go into that event without buying a ticket. But they utilize the stage for performers for that event, and then like the next week is when Halloween Horror Nights takes place. So they transition and turn it over into Halloween Horror Nights pretty quickly. But we'll be seeing the stage be built up, and the sets will be put up, and then they take it down for Rock the Universe. So I'll be able to get you some pictures of that as the weeks come and as they start rehearsing and getting ready for that big Halloween event. Now before we leave, I stopped into the prop shop to see if there was anything new and exciting in there from past attractions or stores, and I did notice that during the celebration of 100 years of Universal Pictures, they have these posted on all the light posts around the park, and they have been since, of course, taken down. That celebration was years ago, but they are selling this here for $200. I wish I could have bought it, because I think that was a really fun celebration. That was when they premiered the Cinemax Spectacular. That's when they premiered Superstar Parade, as well as other cool entertainment and attractions during that year. So I wish I could get this, because it definitely brings back some good memories. But if you do want it, it's still for sale as of today, Tuesday, for $200 at the Hollywood Prop Shop inside Universal Studios Florida. Well, that will do it for this week's Photo Finds. I hope all of you have a great week. Make sure you subscribe to Attractions Magazine. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Make sure until then you get out, you have fun, and you enjoy those parks.